So Superman and Lois continues with Uncontrollable Forces. Gee, I wonder what that could be. Well, you get teen soap opera stuff where the kids go to a party in Metropolis. It's alright because it's brief. Yeah. Although there was this scene where, Jonathan has a chance to get back with his girlfriend because she's like really wanting him back, and he decides not to, and I'm like, well, why? Do you think they're gonna reveal he's well, maybe not. Anyway, and then there's Jordan still in love with Sarah, but Sarah, let's just be friends. And well, okay. And meanwhile, Natalie meets a guy, and they seem to hit it off. So, you know, at least she lucked out, I guess. Meanwhile, Lois is down in the dumps. Gee, what's going on? Well, of course, she found out she wasn't really pregnant, even though they suspected she was. Turns out it's something else. Can you guess? Yes, it's an uncontrollable force called cancer. Yeah. So she's keeping it to herself, and but she reveals it in a moment, trying to prevent this judge from killing herself because she's under pressure from Mannheim and his group as they threaten her for whatever information she might have had about the Atom Man. And she says, you don't understand what it's like. And then Lois tells her, well, actually I do. I'm facing death from cancer, And Superman's about to come in and rescue the judge. And of course, he's hearing all this. He's like, huh? So plays out really well. And then they have to tell the boys, and they're all devastated and sad, which, you would expect. There was also a pretty good scene of a confrontation between Mannheim and Superman, and mostly Mannheim. But he's still the villain despite all his grievances and whatnot. But, he's talking tough to Superman and said, don't ever set foot in my house again, and all this sort of thing. Looks like Atom Man was not going to make it. But the onomatopoeia character, which I thought looked, female, is definitely is. That's a woman in the suit, or the mask, as it were, and appears to be the one really in charge here as to what they're actually up to. But she kills the ex-mayor there, who knew something of this, because once again, a criminal plot involving Smallville, not just Metropolis, when, Morgan Edge, who turns out to be Fowl, Superman's brother, was, behind all of that, but that was because of the deposits of X-Kryptonite and all that. As to what Smallville would factor into this, well, I guess they'll get to it. But that's the deal. And so mostly it was, this moment of Lois having to reveal this. And I know, like, the main trailer for the season revealing that Lois goes missing. My guess is that her ambition for this story, so she can distract herself from her impending doom, gets her into the trouble where she's abducted. Not probably by the Mannheim group, And who knows, their experiments with superheroes, they'll tempt her, well, hey, we might be able to cure you if we give you superpowers, or something like that. And that's a possibility. But but all around, again, the show delivers, and on its point, because even with the things I don't care for, again, the high school soap opera stuff, well, it worked out. Looks like Lana might be hooking up with John Henry. But, well, why not? And it was an interesting thing on the ending. Onomatopoeia tells Mannheim that John Henry Irons what is a problem. He said, wait a minute, I thought you killed him. He said, I did. which means their Earth's John Henry Irons is dead. They've always left that kind of open, like where is he and all this sort of stuff. They don't realize that this is an alternate Earth, John Henry Irons and all that. But anyway, so yeah, what can I say? It was a good show, and they deliver well. And even when they do shows where they can't have a whole lot of superheroics in it because those are expensive, it's still an entertaining show. So, and they've got their mystery going and all that. So, yeah. Still going strong for Superman and Lois.